But anyway, let's get back to the story of my 4C hair tried to play me.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is long overdue. If you've watched my previous video, you would have saw that I was getting my hair, my body, and my mind right for my vacation. Well, guess what? I wasn't just getting ready for a vacation, I was getting ready for my honeymoon. I got married. Well, I didn't have a wedding and reception in the traditional sense. We had a small little ceremony at home with just my daughter, myself, my husband, my mom, and my dad. And it was nice. It was very intimate and very sweet. Later on that week, we planned on having a really small, intimate dinner. We just invited very close friends and family. And then the next day, we went on our glorious honeymoon, which I will make a video on. I had this grand plan of getting Fulani braids. And the Fulani braids would be braided in the front and long braids in the back. And then I would kind of wrap it in the back and then put a hairpiece on at night. So the long braid would be for the day and swimming, and then putting it up with a nice fluffy hairpiece was going to be my kind of go-to night style. Well, the day of, there was some scheduling mix-up with the person that was supposed to braid my hair, and that didn't happen. At the beginning of the week, I was confident that I could either reschedule or I could come up with a style that I could do for my reception dinner and for our honeymoon, which was going to be a cruise down to the Caribbean. As the week went on, I was getting a little panicky, and the night before, pretty much total meltdown. Ask my family. But let me tell you something. Right before my wedding, my 4C hair tried to play me. So, because I thought I was getting my hair braided, to make it a little easier, after I washed and conditioned my hair, I blow dried it straight and I put it up in Bantu knot so it could be at its maximum stretch. My appointment was canceled. My hair was already stretched, so I was just going to go with it and hopefully find a style that I could work with. So I did what any other smart naturalista would do. I combed the internet. I can't tell you exactly why I waited the night before to try to test out these hairstyles, but the point is, I did. Yes, I waited to the night before my reception before I would try to find something to do with my hair. I saw all kinds of cute little styles where basically I did another Christmas video about a Christmas holiday hair updo. And so I was going to kind of go pretty much with that theme. I'll post a picture of what that hair looked like as well as a link to that video. But the main difference was this time my hair was stretched to the max before I started twisting it to put it through the updo. I didn't think that mattered until I actually started doing it. So to start with, I got my mom to help me because I'm not good at parts. And my idea was to do these cute little twists, tuck them up, and create this amazing poofy bun style. Like you can almost see like my hair, I have some twist in there, and it gives it a lot of volume and a lot of height. And that's what I was going for. I was kind of going for height up top and then length and volume in the back. So I started with these twists. But remember I said the twists were on more stretched out, straighter hair, not coily, dense, thick hair. So I did those twists. I'm wrapping, twisting, turning, churning, trying to get something to work. And it just wasn't working. The volume wasn't there. It was almost stringy and lifeless. So I started down like we all start with our hair in the kitchen. And I was getting a little stressed and everybody talking to me, I was getting a little unnerved. So I decided to take my craziness up to the bathroom where I can be alone to fall apart all by myself. And I tell you, it just was not working out no matter what I did. Then it hit me. The reason my hair doesn't have the volume and the stiffness it needs to stay up in those high buns is because my hair was just too stretched. It was too straight. Being so straight was just kind of making it limp and not giving it any volume or any light. So I decided I was just going to re-wet my hair all over again. I had no intentions of starting from the very beginning. Put it in 4 sections and secured it with the pipe cleaners before I decided I was just going to jump back in the shower. So I got back in the shower, I wet it with the pipe cleaners on just to keep it from getting too tangled, and I would have to start the detangling process all over again, which I did not want to do. So once I got out of the shower, I took down each section of pipe cleaner, I moisturized it, and I retwisted it. This was like most of my afternoon and most of my night. So by the time I was finished, I was done. I was tired. I was feeling good because I was like, finally my hair will have the volume and the stiffness and the oomph that it needed to get on top of my head and do something decent. The next morning, it was still wet and I knew I have to put in some dryer time. Now, mind you, later on that evening was my reception. So I got up at the crack of dawn to get started on this project. Why I waited to the last minute, I still don't know. I had to work before, so who knows what I was doing. Like I said before, I'm not good at parts, so I enlisted my mom's help again for the parts. So once again, with my newly shrunken hair, I decided I would do the twist updo buns that I had saw on the internet. This time I noticed I did have a little more stiffness and a little more volume that I needed, so my hair wouldn't look so stringy and flat and lifeless. But still, it seemed no matter what I did, I couldn't get that look that I was going for. So I was stressing out. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. My poor husband, he was trying so hard to console me and give me encouragement and help me feel like I wasn't really gonna go make a fool of myself. God, this is terrible. This is not the day. I mean, it's just, I don't know how to explain it.
No, don't try to explain it because you want to get stressed trying to explain it. I'll just listen.
It's just like, it's just stringy. This is the time I decided I was going to abandon trying to twirl my twists up into something magnificent. I was just going to do plain old two-stranded twist and wear my hair down in the back. But for some reason, even that was flopping miserably. And when the two-stranded twist idea didn't work, I was really panicking. I was on the verge of tears. I think the only reason why I didn't cry because I knew the camera was going and something gave me hope. But then I remembered another idea. I'm not even sure what it's called. I just kind of twisted a high pomodoro, I think it's called. I have to look that up. But I thought about the pomodoro because I wanted to go for something big and I wanted to go for height. And then I remembered my old friend, the pomodoro. If you got hair, it's going to work. So I started pinning up my pomodoro. Now, I always knew the back of my hair was going to be down. Originally, I wanted the back of my hair up, but my mom said, you've been a natural for so long, you really need to show off your length and have your hair down in the back. So I was like, okay, that's what we'll go for. I was just happy to have something done with the front. So having the back down was perfect for me. Then it came to that point when I realized that all was not lost. There was hope. I won't say busted, but I was not going to go into my reception with a less than ideal style. Everybody knows I do these videos, so I had to represent. When it finally worked out, it was just this big release of joy. I was feeling really good. I was kind of proud of myself. I'm not going to lie. I was proud. So I played around with different ideas. I thought about putting flowers in my hair and some baby's breath. But apparently baby's breath were out of season, so nobody had them. So once I got the front looking just like I wanted, all I needed to do was retwist the back. And I knew I wanted kind of like a flowy, wavy, kinky style. So Bantu knots. They served me well at the beginning of the week. They're going to serve me well now. If you watch my videos, you know I'm not one for really slicking and gelling my edges. But this time I did put a little bit of edging gel or whatever you call it. I don't even know what it's called because I rarely use it. Just to, clean this part up a little bit. And no one's a better friend to a 4C Naturalista than a good old-fashioned silk scarf. I have a ton of these silk scarves. They come in handy. These are ones I actually make. If you'd like to see a video on how I make them, let me know in the comments and I'll show you. It's real easy. So once I knew what I was going to do, I was on cloud 9. Before the reception, we checked into a hotel that was close to where we were having our event, and I was chilling, ordering room service, drinking wine, getting ready to do my makeup. I was feeling good. We sipped some wine. We enjoyed the view. So this isn't a beauty channel. I won't go into any long details of getting my face ready and all that stuff. But, the typical stuff. Moisturizing, getting my makeup together. My hair, my 4C hair that I have nurtured and taken care of at the very last minute came through for me. So I felt like I could be a truly happy, carefree bride. It was great. The pressure to look just right for my big event, well, that's there for everybody. But I had the most gorgeous, wonderful shoes, and I spent more time with looking for the shoes than I did for the dress. The dress was one of those things. I saw my favorite store, It was closed at the time. I said, I'm going to find my dress in that store in the morning. I'll be back. And sure enough, I did. So I had the shoes, the dress, the hair, the makeup. It was perfect. And I was so happy that my 4C hair decided to come through for me. But wait, we're not done. I'm going to make another video on what I did with my hair during my vacation. So this was kind of that carefree, it's not in braids, it's not in protective style. I'm just living for the moment, vacation 4C hair. So now I want you to see a little bit of footage from our reception. I hope you enjoy it. It was such a wonderful event, and my friends and family that came out, thank you all. It was great. It was just the best day ever. I'm so lucky to have found this guy, and it is all that guy over there.
Yeah.
Black guy.
Black guy.
This is all his fault.
It's all my fault.
I've been doing that
all night, by the way.
So I think a lot of you might already know the story, but I work with Jose here. And, you know, we chit-chat and kiki and laugh and everything like that. And we've known each other for months, and it was going on a year. And he's like, you know, my roommate is super cool. I think you guys would just get along. You just got to meet this guy. You know, he's visually impaired. That's cool. And I was like, oh, I'm happy to meet him. I mean, he's highly recommended.
And here we are.
And here we are. Here we are. Yeah.
We had our first date, and it was an interesting first date. I think many people heard the story. But from that day, I just knew that I had met someone special. And I had said to many people and to family that I almost canceled a trip to New York to go to my niece's 5-year-old birthday party. But I said, I can't do that. You can't let a 5-year-old down. And I knew when I got back, first thing I wanted to do is get on the phone and talk to Jennifer.
Aww.
I'd say just continue what you're doing. It's working. You guys are in love and best friends, enjoying each other every minute. I think that's what it's all about, you know, friends first, but also love and, you know, husband, wife, and all of that. But you guys are doing it right. So just continue what you're doing. We're going to all have our rough moments sometimes, you know, but I think what you guys are doing is just right. So just continue that and enjoy each other. Oh my gosh, you found someone.
I like to say something. When my brother, my partner in crime, we were a year apart, and we have always been like this. When he called me and he's like, Val, I met the one. And I was like, okay. And he's like, no, I need for you to meet her. I need for you to meet her.
You got it right.
He found it.
Oh my
He
God.
found it too. Right? Oh, he's crying.